Well, here we are, 899, last but one lot. Been an eventful day again. Been a good 3 days, I think. Gonna have a chat with David in a minute on the rostrum, see what he thinks, but I think it's gone okay. I think it's done well. Lots and lots of provisionals. Bit of a guide, that, really. If you get lots and lots of provisionals, it means that the market's pretty hard. So it has been. But we convert, as David keeps saying, 90%. He's about right. So at the end of the day, it works out okay, but it's hard work. It's a lot of work upstairs in the office, but we're going to have a walk up now to the rostrum and catch David when he finishes. Just announcing some conversions. As I was saying earlier, the provisionals have been plentiful, but we do convert about 90%, so he's just announcing those that have been converted. Just to keep people informed, and it's nice to let people know that we do sell them. They're not all unsold, if you like. Mostly are sold. We'll go up there in a second or two. You're just going to wrap up. Thank people for watching. Look forward to seeing them in February. Seems a long way off, but it won't be long.
Thank you very much, there we go. Are you on the phone to Alan, your financial advisor? Yeah, I thought you might be. Well, there you go. Alan's been on the phone there for about half an hour down there. I thought any minute now he's going to bid on something. There you go then. Well, thank you everybody for, I think is going to be a very successful November sale, the last sale of 2024. So as per usual, we're going to get a lot of these cars out this next week, and then we're going to start taking vehicles in for our next sale, our first sale of 2025, which is only around the corner. It's just into February, but it won't be long, will it? By the time we have a little bit of a Christmas break, it'll soon be there. So we're taking cars in before Christmas, so we can get them in, get them photographed, get them videoed, get them on display. And then our first sale of the year next year, 2025, is going to be just as we go into February, just to give us a week or two when we get back after the Christmas break to get ready for it. Did you want to add anything, Father?
Well, only that I just wish everybody. Well, thank everybody obviously for helping us in 2024. It's been an eventful year, an interesting year. I think we've done very, very well. Good auction again this last 3 days, as David just said. But we're all looking forward to 2025, as we're always looking forward to a new year and hopefully a better new year. But the most important thing is, we wish you to stay healthy, happy, and let's look forward to an eventful 2025. Thank you all.
Well done, guys. Thank you all. Happy Christmas, everyone. I know it sounds a little bit early now because it's only we're only just at the end of November, but it's round the corner and it's only 2 or 3 weeks away. So all the very best. Thank you ever so much, everybody. Thank you for your support again throughout the year. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
And just going to have a quick chat on camera about how it went. How you think it went? I've just said that I think we've done very, very well. Lots of provisionals as usual, but we convert, as you say, 90% of them.
Yeah, there's been a number of provisionals. I think there's been less provisionals than usual, if I'm honest. But as per usual, we do convert, as I repeatedly say, we convert over 90% of those. So the nice thing about it is the provisionals, when you drop that hammer down as a provisional, you might as well drop them down as sold because they are converted, as the sheets prove. There you go. I mean, I cleared that out down there. There's all our provisionals. We just throw them down there after each sale. Now, I cleared all that out on Tuesday night before we started on Wednesday. And there you go. She's full of sheets in there. So that's what it is, really. So, yeah, no, I think it's been... The last sale of the year is traditionally a good sale for us. And this year, I think, has proved no different. I think it's been a very buoyant sale.
I think it's been assisted by the fact that we have had some good stock in these last sales, haven't we? This sales we've had some really, really good vehicles. Last sale we had, I think, particularly good vehicles. And And I think they've improved sale by sale, really, and I think that makes our life a little bit easier, doesn't it? Even though we still get lots and lots of provisionals, but you know, I don't think you can blame anyone for that. I don't think A, they're over-reserved, or B, people are not bidding enough. It's just a fact of life that you always get them.
You cannot line the ducks up on everyone. You just cannot do it. Simple as that. People, not so much nowadays, but originally people would say, you know, do you not sell everything? Well, if you sell everything, then you're not doing your job properly, if you ask me. Because you're either not looking after the buyer, or you're not looking after the seller, or you're not looking after anybody.
Yeah. If everything come in with no reserve, we could sell everything.
Of course you could.
But you're not looking after the vendor first, and our first person that we look after is the vendor.
You've got to look after
because we haven't got anybody else until we get a purchaser. No. So it's really, really important that we do that. But going back to the old modern car auction days, BCA and what have you, they might have 600 cars down at Enfield, but they'd have 100, 150 provisionals. Yeah. So there's nothing changed.
No.
It's percentage.
No, I think we do really well with the provisionals that we do, and the percentages that we have, and the small percentage, the minute really percentage of defaults that we have. But we work really hard at that. We work really hard with regards to the buyers and what's happening there. We work really hard to get the cars in at what we feel is the correct sort of values for the market as we are at the moment. The market does change a little bit throughout the year. It's changed a fair bit this last year or two. So it's got to start there. So we do. You know, we get offered, I would think, probably in that 900 lots is going to be somewhere around 550 vehicles. That 550 vehicles, that is picked out of probably 3,000 potential entries. You know, so we do try and get to the point where when that car's on that floor there, it's got a real sensible guide. And if we can turn around at the end to both the vendor and the buyer, if we can turn to the vendor and say you're happy with the way things gone, they say yes. If we can turn to the buyer and say you're happy with the way things gone, they say yes, then that's it. What more can we do? So if we can just line up the ducks like that, I think that's all we can do, and that's what we do. Simple as that.
I think we've also recognised those that are on provisionals, like your brother and Jill up there, because it's a thankless task. You've done it for many years, didn't you? I've never actually done it, but the few that I do, I don't enjoy doing. But they do very well at it.
They do well.
Yeah,
it is a little bit draining at times, you know, and I get it, I do get it, but you know, at times you can be on the phone for a quarter of an hour, you know, arguing over 25 quid really, you know, and you know, and you think, well, you know, when you're getting down to that, it's like, it is hard work, it's a little bit demoralising, but that's part and parcel of what we do, I'm afraid, and everyone's after something at the price that they've got in their mind, haven't they? They've got that price.
What we must encourage the vendors to realise as well, or to adopt, and that is that if they really want 5,000 quid for something, don't put 5,500 on the sheet, because it just makes it that bit more difficult and that less chance of achieving £5,000. Yeah. But I know it's human nature, because we've done it ourselves. You know, you put a car in the auction, you think, I'm not going to take less than, I want £5,000 back in my hand, so you put 5.5 on it or whatever it might be. It's a lot better just to put £5,000. I want that back, and that's the end of it. Then we all know where we stand, don't we?
That's exactly what we've been achieving this last few years.
It's vendors, isn't it, for you? We're all the same, you know. But
we tackle that a lot. Yeah, we don't. You know, we don't. There's the odd one that I'll say, yeah, I'll have a go for you. That I think that's going to be a tricky one to actually value anyway. But in 99% of the cases, yeah, it's a case of, look, you know, I know you'd like 10. Let's face it, it's probably really worth 8. So let's bring it in at 8. And if it goes any higher than 8, then great, you're away. If it doesn't, at least we're where we need to be.
Yeah, if they're happy with that, that's
exactly where
great.
we are, and that's how we approach it.
So I think we've had good figures, viewing figures. This afternoon again, I think we've done very well. Lots of people watching.
There's been a load on there. You can see the numbers on there. There's been a load on there.
Upset the dog.
Oh yeah. No, he ain't quite worked out yet. Will, the dogs ain't got a lot of time for when they don't like Will, especially with his hat. He's a bit like Uncle Buck, and it's the hat, isn't it? It's the hat that annoys him. Say, yeah, it's the bloody hat.
I think they're expecting the dog behind him. I think that's what they're expecting.
Well, probably. But no, I think all round, really. You know, I think all round. I think we've. I think, you know, it's been a difficult time for the industry this last 12 months. We've had to adapt to, you know, to sort of some new prices. We had that COVID craziness, didn't we, to try and get over and so forth, which has been a bit of a challenge. Coming out the other side of it, I mean, going through it was bad enough, but coming out the other side has caused problems. But I think as a company, as a group, as a team, I think we've done well, and I think we've had a successful, and I know we have 2024. So I thank you all for it. Thank you.
That's been good.
Any Christmas presents?
Have I bought any Christmas presents?
Yeah, this week.
No, I haven't actually. Well, I don't know. I don't know if Claire wants a trolley jack. If she wants a trolley jack, then yeah, we're cracked it, haven't we? Yeah. If she wants a trolley jack or a what else did I buy? Oh, I'll tell you what else I bought. I bought a wind-up pump for emptying me 205 litre drum. So if I spot that she's got a wind-up pump on her Christmas list, then that's that box ticked.
I always find it safe to buy a angle grinder. I think they're always pleased with an angle grinder.
They are, and they can't really sort of hit you with an angle.
No,
grinder,
not really.
I suppose, can they really?
So that's the answer. Like,
yeah, don't buy a spade. No.
Dave, of course, buys his wife a cruise.
Oh, well, Dave.
They're going on a cruise
he
pretty soon
would do,
now,
because he's that sort of fella.
He's that sort of fella.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And keeps her sweet.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Well,
Takes
no
her
one
on a
likes
boat.
to suck up, do they, all the time? Honestly, it gets boring, doesn't it, after a while? Yeah.
All right, mate. Yeah,
Take
thanks
care,
for your help,
Dave.
Dave. Yeah,
See you
man, there you
later,
go.
mate.
Oh yeah,
Be
see you
careful.
January. Yeah. That do. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, all right, mate. Take care. So yeah, been good. So yeah, great. We've got a good team round us, haven't we? Really, you know, they're a good bunch of lads. That's the thing, isn't it? And we all get on pretty well, you know. And, we fall out now and again, but we get on fairly well. And our volunteer phone people, I mean, they're great, aren't they? Really. I mean, sat here for 3 days, freezing cold. They've all got frostbite, and most of them are knackered anyway. And they just sort of dig in, don't they? And they're great, really. And the cameramen are great, of course. I mean, they just persevere. So yeah, we're pretty lucky. We're pretty lucky.
We are. Anyhow, we'll wish you the best, guys. We'll sign off now and have a good. And it sounds crazy because Christmas feels like it's a long way away, but it's only a matter of 2 or 3 weeks away, isn't it? So have a good one, and stay safe, and we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah, most importantly, stay safe and stay healthy.